Okay, Guy, let's begin with your lineup. You've got some call-ups and obviously some guys left at home.
Yeah, we had option A and option B and option C really for what was going to happen today. It depended on us, I guess, clinching yesterday. And if we did, we knew we were going to leave some guys behind. So we made a list, and after the game, we had also a few guys had a little boo-boos here and there, and we made decisions according to that. So some guys it's rest, some guys it's injuries that we're trying to get rid of.
Is it a fine line that you draw or you walk, knowing that the playoffs are around the corner? You want to get guys tuned up, but at the same time, they do need the rest.
No, they're tuned up. They're more. It's. I've seen those guys really tired the last 3 weeks. Everybody. It's been very exhausting for everyone. Tough road trips and guys missing plays. Guys playing banged up. The guys that you heard, but the guys that you don't hear. So I think for us it was a no-brainer if we got a chance to rest some guys and not just rest. There's the possibility of injuries. I mean, we've had enough, and that's enough. And so some of the guys are resting, some of the guys are out because we don't want to take a chance, especially centers. I think you lose centers, you're in big trouble. And Pajot's playing today really because we can't call up somebody else. So I'm not expecting him to play much, play a bit. But he's younger, that's why he's here today, or else we would have taken him out too.
Is Derek Brassard playing today?
Nope.
No, he's not.
No,
okay.
he's not. No. Bobby Ryan's back. That's good because we want him to get a good game with ice time, just to make sure that he's back in game shape after missing a bit. Chris Neal is playing. Obviously, the guys have come up. Paul is coming in. White is playing. Di Domenico is playing. So everybody that we could play that was with us was playing. And England is coming up from the American League, and Condon is in the net, and O'Connor's coming up.
So if England is in, then another defenseman's out.
We've got Cece's. He's here, but he's here only precaution in case somebody was sick or something happened before the game. So, or else we would have left him home. Tanev is out for sure. Yeah.
What's the scouting report on Nick Paul? What have you heard from Binghamton?
Well, I think he's had some moments in the year where he's done good things, but I think he was working on his consistency all year. I know he's had a look here, and we've always taken the guys that deserve to come up, and that's not my evaluation. I've always relied on the evaluation of Pierre and Randy, and I know also Crow was in contact with them the whole year. So I mean, right now apparently he's done good. So he was the guy that needed to be brought up. So he was the next in line. So there's a good chance for him to come and show what he's got.
What are your thoughts on? I'm sure you watched the Toronto game last night, and
parts of it, yeah.
I mean, you got two teams to prepare for. Is that tomorrow?
Yeah, that's tomorrow. Today we don't really either or. I mean, we're ready, and for us, it's just let's get through today. Hopefully, no injuries. Still keep our habits, but give a chance to some guys to get some ice time because we're going to need everybody in the playoffs at some point or another. You're going to change the lineup for whatever reason. We're going to get injuries, and if we're lucky enough to go far, all the players that you see today most probably will get a game here and there.
Mark has been skating the last couple.
Sorry, who?
Mark Smith has been skating now, so it looks pretty good for him.
They're like I said, those guys were hoping, and you look like they're on schedule for the beginning of the playoffs. So I know Smitty almost 100%. Carl will be there. Who else is missing here? Method is probably the one that's the tightest. So if it's not the first game, most probably the second, but we're hoping for the first game.
We just look at Condon's playing today and what he has meant to this year for you.
Well, it's when you look at a season like this, I think a lot of players have meant a lot because they've pitched in at different moments to really make a difference. Whether it's the guys that were traded, guys that came up from the American League, and for me, Condon obviously the goalie's the number one player. It's the most important player. If you don't have a pitcher in baseball, you're done. If you don't have a quarterback in football, you're done. No matter how good the others play. And I think goaltenders is the exact same thing. And the fact that he was able to take that many games in a row with the circumstances that we were dealt has definitely saved the season. Let's not kid ourselves. Like, if you don't have a goalie, it doesn't matter what we do 5-on-5. Doesn't matter what the culture is. Like, if you don't have a goalie, you're done. I've lived it for many years now, so I know. So I think probably that his coming, but his consistency and his work ethic and his dedication and his character of bouncing back. I mean, we couldn't expect a 925 average. I mean, that would have been ridiculous. That's not what happens. A backup goalie is a backup goalie because they're not there yet. But for him to be able to do what he did, it gave us what we needed to survive during those tough times, and that's one of the big reasons why we're here today.
You tried some stuff yesterday, including Pajot with Stone.
Yeah.
Is that something you're gonna go with, or too early?
Certainly something I'm gonna think about. I know it's in my toolbox, that's for sure. That's one thing I wanted to do 3 games before, and I didn't want to touch too many things. I wanted to try Turris with Stone because they had been good in the past. And I know that Pyatt, Pager, and Hoff were our best line for over a month and a half, so I didn't want to, break that just to hope something else was working during those really important games. And then yesterday I said, well, forget it, let's go. So no, that was good. That was a really good line. Actually, I really liked the other line too with Turris, MacArthur, and Zingle. They were very dangerous too. So those two lines I thought brought us a lot of speed offense and some space offense. And I still really like the Broussard line because for the last 3-4 games they brought us some real hard-nosed play and offense and reliability, and they made a big difference. Burrow scores the goal in Boston, and again yesterday Broussard scores. And Burrows the other night. So to me that line has a lot of grip. Like it's playoff line for me. So most probably we'll start with that line that way.
Have you seen a progression in MacArthur every game?
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh, I thought he was great yesterday. I really liked his first period a few games ago. What I did is I tried to get him 8-9 minutes the first game. Then I wanted to go up 3 minutes at a time. So around 12 minutes. I didn't check yesterday. I was hoping it was around 15. So I don't know if it was, but I gave him good minutes. I put him back, and so hopefully today maybe I give him even more, just to push him, so that he has the stamina for the games that are coming in the playoffs.